In many respects, yacht design is very much like car design, fashion design, even the design of offices and homes. Some designs look great when they first come out, only to go out of date very quickly. Some designs go in cycles, so they get back into fashion 10 years after they've been released. But some designs look great when they're first released, they look great in 10 years' time, and you can be sure that people will continue to admire them for decades to come. The Sunseeker Predator 108 is one such example of a timelessly elegant design that shook the very foundations of yacht architecture at the time of her debut appearance in 2004. At the time, the yachting industry had barely emerged from the boxy-shaped flybridge production yachts at the end of the millennium, and manufacturers were presenting a product range with soft curves, teardrop-shaped windows and contoured superstructures. Sunseeker knew that they would need to do something very special indeed with the launch of the largest in their range of Predator yachts, and they set a challenge to their design and engineering team that it's fair to say resulted in one of the finest looking production yachts of its size that the world has ever seen. The Predator 108 is not curvaceously quaint or delicately dreamy by any stretch of the imagination. She is aggressively angled, attacking the waves with an attitude that resents the captivity of being tied to a dock and screams for the freedom of tearing up nautical mile after nautical mile for no other reason than she can. Sunseeker was so successful with this particular model that in 2007 they were still building Predator 108s. This yacht, called Laura S, was launched in that year. Now at this point I should probably mention to you that we're filming this video because Laura S has become available for sale. And as the broker looking for a buyer for this yacht, this is a great opportunity for me to show you around. Let's start in the master stateroom. This is located midships, so at the widest point of the vessel to allow for the greatest possible floor space. The appointment of this area on board, along with its ensuite bathroom, leaves you in no doubt that it belongs to the owner of the vessel. Not that his or her guests will be disappointed. As you move forward through the yacht, two twin guest cabins are located to port and starboard, and each with their own ensuite bathroom too. And the forward stateroom, with a full-size double bed, is dedicated to VIP guests. The main lounge area benefits from Sunseeker's decades of experience in yacht design. Just behind the helm station lays a well-proportioned dining table. The yacht accommodates 8 guests, and in fact there is space for 8 people at the table. Opposite is a bar with a black granite work surface so an attentive stewardess can keep your glass of gavi-de-gavi topped up. A relaxing lounge area with pop-up television leads to a wonderful aft deck area that we'll take a look at in a moment, but just take a second to appreciate the remarkable head height that this yacht has. Quite surprising for a yacht that from the outside appears to have a sleek and low profile. And as you pass from the lounge to the aft deck, to your left is access to a well-equipped galley. But it is the outside spaces on this yacht that makes it so appealing to experienced yacht owners. A teak dining table dominates the aft deck, from where the owner and his guests can enjoy fine dining or simple snacks, surrounded by uninterrupted views of the surrounding seascape. And for peaceful sunbathing, what could be more relaxing than soaking in the sun's rays on the foredeck, in the company of friends, hanging out by the jacuzzi tub, and letting the stresses of life on land evaporate away. But let me spend a moment to tell you about the performance of this yacht, because Sunseeker weren't building a Lamborghini Superleggera that compromises everything to gain a few knots, but that then throws the guests around so they can't hold on to their Bacardi breezers because the hull's pounding the waves and shaking everything and everybody up. No, this is an Aston Martin. This is a Bentley. It's a Gran Turismo of yachts, built to go very fast at speeds of over 30 knots, but to get there in comfort and in great class. Much of that is due to the engine and propulsion choice on this yacht. Two MTU 2000 series engines have been installed. These are great units, and this yacht was built when MTU introduced their new common rail engines. This is combined with an absolutely winning hull shape that has been developed to lift the entire vessel up onto the plane so that you really don't get too much pounding at all as the yacht is underway. So what does Laura S offer to the modern yacht buyer? Well, if it's style that you're looking for, she has that in spades. You can look at her at anchor or in the dock and feel really proud to own such an object. She is glorious. What about performance? Well, she's a Sunseeker Predator, and the whole of the Predator range is built for performance. With a top speed of over 30 knots from a 108-foot yacht, you're not going to be disappointed. Let's talk about practicalities. Let's talk about the resale value. I think there's a certain comfort and security from buying a pre-owned yacht from a very big brand like Sunseeker. This particular model is highly respected, highly appreciated within yachting circles. She's not a prototype. She's a tried, tested, proven, very successful model. So when the time does come for you to resell her, you can be pretty sure that a buyer can be found. So, if those features of styling, performance and practicality tick the boxes of a yacht that you're looking to buy, do get in contact with me. My email address will be on the screen at the end of this video. After establishing your credentials as a buyer, I would be delighted to show you on board this yacht so that you can see for yourself the characteristics that make the Sunseeker Predator 108 one of the greatest production super yachts of all time.